Welcome to another bonus edition of Upon Further Review.
Upon further review,
And in this edition, we'll be talking about the Houston Texans at the Oakland Raiders. And this AFC matchup from Week 2 happens on September 14th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch that on your local CBS affiliates. So the Texans are riding high off that win in Week 1 against the Redskins, and the Raiders are looking to bounce back after that loss to the Jets. This game's in Oakland, but I'll tell you what, those Texans, even with the loss of Jadeveon Clowney, their defense looks really tough. They were given big problems to the Redskins. They were shutting them down, and the Redskins got some offensive weapons, but I'll tell you, they really exposed the Redskins in the trenches, especially on that offensive line, is their defense was all over them. I mean, J.J. Watt, even with that blocked extra punt, even with that blocked extra point, I mean, the Texans just came up huge. Of course, they only put up 14 points, and that is not, something that really feels good for Texans fans. They want them to put up more points. They're going to have to put up more points against the Raiders. The Raiders can score. They should be able to shut down the Raiders. Of course, the Raiders are going to be led by rookie quarterback Derek Carr, and we'll see what he can get going, but he's going to have his hands full against this tough Texans defense. This is going to be the toughest defense he's seen so far in his young career. Of course, he was looking at some stuff that he probably never seen before against that Rex Ryan defense from the Jets, as they were coming at him with all kinds of pressures. But against the Texans, I mean, big J.J. Watt coming at him, he's going to be like, why did I even get in the NFL? Not really, but, it's going to be a scary sight when you got J.J. Watt coming at you, and he should be in the backfield all day long, coming at Derek Carr, putting them under pressure. They're going to need Mojo to come out and actually show up for this game. He really didn't get much going in the first game. I mean, he only had 11 yards off of 9 carries. And McFadden only had 15 yards off of 4 carries. So, I mean, that was an abysmal rushing attack from the Raiders. And if they cannot get the ball going on the ground, then they're going to see more of the same of what happened last week. I mean, they really did not put up much of an offensive output. Carr had 151 yards. He did have those 2 touchdowns, and he did protect the ball. He didn't throw any interceptions. He didn't turn it over. And that's definitely a positive sign for the fans in Oakland moving forward. But against this Texans defense, it's just going to be too much, because they're going to be coming down on them. They're going to be blitzing them, pressuring them. They're very talented all around on defense. And I'll tell you, Arian Foster, he ran for 103 yards in Week 1 against the Redskins, and he's looking to have another big game in this one, as we saw that the Raiders struggled to stop the rushing attack of the Jets in Week 1, and they're going to struggle again this week against the Texans to stop their rushing attack. We saw Andre Johnson at 93 yards in Week 1, and he looks to get to the century mark here in Week 2 and in this game, and looks to get to the end zone as he failed to score a touchdown last week. I'll tell you, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he might not have had a lot of yards against the Redskins, only 206, but he should have a better game, I would imagine. He does take care of the ball. He didn't have any turnovers. He's actually one of the more underrated quarterbacks in the league. So we'll see what happens, but I fully expect the Texans to win this game, primarily through their defense. This game is looking to be a low-scoring game, but you never know. Anything can happen in football. But I believe the Texans win this one. It could be as close as a field goal. I wouldn't be surprised. Then again, don't be shocked if the Texans, they can get out to a lead early if they start to run away with this one. Of course, we are split here at 21st Sports about this one. The dreaded Pirate Redbeard believes the Raiders are going to bounce back. He thinks that Derek Carr is going to have a big game, and that he's going to be able to lead the Raiders to victory at the end of the game in the fourth quarter on the final drive and beat the Texans with a late field goal, probably a 50-plus yard field goal at that. It's going to be a tight game there. We'll see what happens, though. Will it be what I think is going to happen? Will it be what the dreaded Pirate Redbeard thinks what's going to happen? Or will it be what you think what's going to happen? Let us know what you think is going to happen in the comments below. We thank you very much for listening, and hope you enjoyed the show.